The Delhi police have said they received a call this evening about an alleged blast behind the Israeli embassy located in the Chanakyapuri area, the diplomatic neighborhood in New Delhi. The alleged blast was reported to the authorities on a phone call by an unidentified caller who actually placed the call to the Delhi Fire Service. The Israeli embassy in New Delhi has told News 9 Live, and I quote, "We can confirm that around 5:08 p.m. there was a blast at close proximity to the embassy. The Delhi police and the security team are still investigating this situation." However, the Delhi police say they have found nothing at the spot. Now, the caller claimed that an explosion did take place on an empty plot behind the Israeli embassy. Subsequently, a special cell team of the police, along with a bomb disposal squad, reached the spot. Nothing suspicious was found at the location, as we said, according to the Delhi police. Officials have combed the entire area. The identity of the caller is currently under investigation. The Delhi police say they are still investigating the matter, but they haven't found anything suspicious yet. But as I said, the Israeli embassy has a different version. They say that there was indeed a blast in close proximity to the Israeli embassy in New Delhi at 5:08 this evening. This is a developing story, so we'll really have to wait for more details to emerge to understand exactly what happened.
ये जो क्षेत्रीय मेरे साथ हैं जो पास में सिक्योरिटी गार्ड का, क्या आवाज सुनी थी आपने?
बस हमने कोई ऐसा लगा कि कुछ तार फट गया होगा या कुछ भी हो, ऐसे आवाज आया था।
जब आवाज सुन के बाहर निकले तो क्या पाया?
हमने देखा कुछ भी नहीं था, लेकिन ऊपर उस पेड़ के ऊपर थोड़ा धुआं जा रहा था। धुआं सिर्फ देखा था हमने, कोई कुछ भी हो।
एक ही बार धमाके की आवाज?
एक ही बार।
पुलिस ने आपसे आके पूछताछ की?
हाँ, पूछताछ की। हमने सबको बता दिया, हमने ये देखा जो सुना हमने बता दिया सबको।
कुछ पाया गया भी, कुछ पता लगा अभी तक?
ये हम पता नहीं, हम अपना ड्यूटी, हमारा अंदर है ड्यूटी, बाहर नहीं, हम बाहर नहीं है।
आपको क्या लगता है किस चीज़ की आवाज़ हो सकती है?
अभी हम बता नहीं सकते किस की आवाज़ है, क्या है ना।
लेकिन तेज आवाज़ थी?
आवाज़ तेज था।
तो बिल्कुल ये है चेदू छेत्री, जो कि यहाँ पर हिंदी भवन में सिक्योरिटी गार्ड का काम करते हैं, और उन्होंने जो है आवाज़ सुनी थी, और आवाज़ सुनने के बाद जो है इन्होंने बाहर निकल के देखा तो उनका पेड़ की तरफ से धुआं निकल रहा था।
Okay, for more on this developing story, let's now go across to my colleague Aditya Raj Kaul, who joins us live on Global Lens tonight. Aditya, the picture is very unclear at the moment. The initial reports that we received suggested that a phone call had gone to the Delhi Fire Service first and through them to the Delhi police, alleging that there had been a blast near the Israeli embassy here in the national capital. Now, what's happened in the last few minutes is that the Delhi police say that while they reached the spot with a bomb disposal squad, they found nothing suspicious. But the Israeli embassy in New Delhi is saying, we can confirm that there was a blast in close proximity to the embassy at 5:08 p.m. this evening. What more can you share with us at this point in time?
Well, the Israeli embassy has indeed confirmed that at 5:08 p.m., that is a little after 5 p.m. this evening, there was a blast that was reported very close to the Israeli embassy in the national capital. Immediately they informed the Delhi police and the Delhi, emergency services. Immediately we had the Delhi police unit, the bomb disposal squad, as well as other security agencies, including the NIA, the NSG units, etc., on the spot. All of them, including the forensic units, have been investigating since last couple of hours as to what the nature of the blast really is. We have sanitized the entire location. They've also spoken to a lot of eyewitnesses in the area. But as of now, Delhi police sources confirmed that not a shred of evidence of any blast has been reported or any evidence has been seen as of now. So there is a contradiction between what Israeli embassy and the security forces are saying. But the security agencies are going by facts right now. They've collected a lot of materials from that area, but there is no blast-like material or any chemical or any residue of a blast that has been found at that area. I heard one of the witnesses say that it could have been a tire blast. He wasn't sure, but there was some smoke in the air near the tree in that area. So was there some kind of a tire blast, or some other kind of a technical blast that took place that led to such kind of a rumor mongering, one will have to investigate. So Delhi Police special cell units have also arrived on the scene right now. There's a massive security presence. We have confirmation from the Israeli embassy that their security team is in touch with the MHA and the Delhi Police as well to investigate what really happened. But as of now, this has made the global headlines really at a time when the Israel-Hamas war continues in Gaza. The security in New Delhi of the Israeli embassy and the Israeli ambassador's residence both have been beefed up in the last 2.5 months, ever since the war really began and the seventh terror attack that actually took place in southern Israel. So we'll be keeping a very close watch here on Newsline Live. But as of now, it seems that Delhi police has hit a dead end on this blast, even as the Israeli diplomats claim that it was indeed a blast, but there is no evidence or any residue material of any kind of a blast, chemical or ammonium nitrate or anything that has been found in that area.
Well, as you said, Aditya, the matter is under investigation. We'll have to wait for more details to emerge. But let me ask you this. As you mentioned, as we're all aware, that in the aftermath of the horrific terror attacks that took place in Israel on the 7th of October, security for Israeli embassies and consulates around the world were beefed up, and the Israeli embassy here in New Delhi was no different. As you mentioned, security was stepped up for Israel's ambassador to India as well. But if I may ask you this, in the last 2.5 months, was there at any point in time a perceived threat to the Israeli embassy, anybody in the Israeli staff in New Delhi or anywhere else in India in the aftermath of the Hamas attacks?
Well, there was no direct threat as of now, but ever since the terror attacks in southern Israel, the security was beefed up, as I said, both in Israeli embassy and the Israel ambassador's residence. But what I can also tell you is that apart from global security presence being beefed up in all the Israeli missions globally, there are some missions that have an increased perception of security threat. I think New Delhi is one of them, and that's why the security was multifold in that area. In the last 2.5 months, I have visited the Israel embassy and the Israel ambassador's residence several times, more than a dozen times. And I can tell you that there is massive security and multiple layers of security checks that you have to actually go through. And Delhi police had also beefed up both the physical presence in that area and technical, kind of security that is provided to them. Apart from that, the Israelis themselves have beefed up security both within the embassy premises and the ambassador's residence. So I think the security was very much tight in that area. This is also an area that we are talking about, which is behind the Israeli embassy, where the blast has been reported as of now. So Delhi police hasn't found any kind of evidence as yet. But I can tell you that more than a decade ago, there was a magnetic blast that had taken place in one of the diplomats' cars, and there were injuries reported in that. And there was a clear Iranian hand back then. So as of now, I'm sure that the Israelis will cooperate with the Delhi police and the investigative agencies, and they'll have to go through multiple angles of whether this was some kind of a message that was being sent out to the Israelis sitting in New Delhi. Because certainly the New Delhi mission of the Israel is certainly one of the missions that has increased security threat.
All right, Aditya, thanks very much for getting us those details. This is, of course, a story we'll continue to track very closely here on Global Lens. In the meantime, more reactions have come in from outside the Israeli embassy here in the national capital. Let's listen in.
हमारे से पहले एक गाड़ी और आ रखी थी, सीनियर आ गए थे हमारे, उन्होंने ही देखा है। हमें मैसेज मिला है वापस जाने का। वैसे कुछ मिला नहीं मिला? नहीं हमें कुछ नहीं मिला सर। हम इसके दूसरी साइड चले गए थे। जब आपने देखा जब कुछ मिला था? नहीं कुछ नहीं मिला।